don't really have. Oh, what was I gonna say there? Sorry, guys, kind of derped out there for a bit. I was gonna say something about work. But I think I was saying something along the line there of like how I want to like upgrade what I do for work, and I've been sitting around thinking for a while about what I want to do for work, and like I feel like I need to go to school for something I wanted to do. Like there's the basic jobs out there, and that's basically what I have right now. Is I've just got a basic job. I work at a bakery. Some people think that's pretty cool. It's not bad. Like lots of fresh pastries every day, fresh bread. It's always nice. Smells great. But unfortunately, like I want to make more money than that, and I also want to have something that I enjoy a bit more. Like baking is not bad, but it's not something I want to do for the rest of my life, and not something I really enjoy doing every day, just because I don't mind having to deal with customers, but sometimes like I prefer to just be able to work and not have to worry about them. Like I like focusing on working rather than sometimes assisting others, even though I'm pretty good at doing it. I always get a lot of compliments from my employer that yeah, I'm amazing when it comes to customer service and stuff like that. And but I don't know. I wanna do something better, and I feel like I need to go to school for that. And then another reason why I wanna get into something different is I always noticed a lot that with what I'm doing at work there and all that, we always get a lot of like young and new people in, and I kind of don't like having to pick up their slack at work. It's a little bit annoying there. We're gonna give a shout out to. I'm sorry, man. I have absolutely horrible reading. I'm gonna try to pronounce your name. Sayakon 1856. Welcome to the stream. Again, I am absolutely horrible at reading. I've been trying to read some names in this game here, and I kind of like hardcore butchered them. Don't judge me too much on my horrible reading. But yeah, I was just going on a little ramble here about how I wanted to. I can call you Icon, alright? Sure, I'll call you Icon. Welcome to the stream there, Icon. But yeah, like I was just saying there, I was going on a little ramble here about how I wanted to go to school for something I wanted to do. Oh, I see. Say. Yeah, I've just been trying to decide what I want to go to school for. Like I've been thinking I want to maybe I just recently picked up this graphics tablet, which I'm actually using right now to play this stream. This is something I've been messing around with here. I'm not using a mouse at the moment. I'm using this graphics tablet to play the game. Oh, I see. And then yeah, go to school. It's like I don't want to rush into school right now. I want to figure out what I want to do, because I know my brother went to school and he hasn't really done anything for what he went to school for. He took out a big loan, went to school, and like now he doesn't even like focus on doing that or put any time towards that. So like I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for school before I actually go to school, because I don't want to be in debt and then not enjoy what I'm going to do. So for now I'm basically just sticking with a simple job until I decide what I want to do for schooling. I have kind of an idea. I was thinking I might want to try, like I do a lot of just animation at home for my spare time, and I've been trying to get into some more drawing, digital animation and drawing. Yeah, I'm in the same situation there. I come from a low income family, or like when I was living with my mom, it was a bit of low income. She didn't have a good job. She worked on a farm, and surprisingly, depending on where, unless you're the owner of the farm, you actually don't make a lot of money working on a farm. So that was low income. Most of the money we had came from my dad. And he's been working as a general foreman in the union, so he makes a decent amount of money, but my parents always had a dividing between them, so never really saw much of my dad until I ended up moving into the city with him a few years ago, and it's been a bit better now. Thanks to him, I've been basically kind of buying a house off of him for low price. I'm paying full price, but like a lot lower and zero interest. So that's a bit of a bonus for me. And then I want to get into a better career just because I don't want to be working the same dead-end job my whole life and doing something I don't enjoy my whole life. I want to do some good work, do something I enjoy. Oh, what do I need here for this town? I'm thinking I should get another. I can't get another trader. We'll do the walls here for now. Oh, electrical engineer? Yeah, that's my dad's still an electrician. Not an engineer, but an electrician. Engineering is... Well, I remember I was looking once at... I wanted to do, was it astrological aerospace engineering, and I determined that the amount of money, I'd be making as an engineer would be basically equivalent to the same amount of money I could be making as a union worker. Plus, becoming an engineer would cost a lot more. Yeah, right now my dad does a commercial, or mainly just industrial electrician. So he works for the oil companies there and all that, being an electrician. He makes I believe his monthly wage, I heard last time, he was making around 10 grand a month, which is really damn good if you ask me. That's like 6 times the amount I make right now at my job. I don't even think I make like less than $2,000 a month at my job, so. No, that's what I said when I first heard how much he was making a month as an electrician for the oil company. It's like, holy crap. But he's been doing that for years now too, so he does good work. He enjoys what he does. Well, he does make more money because he's working for the oil company, so they have more money to pay him. And then also because he's in the union and he's a high-skilled union worker. He's gone to school, I think, like 3 or 4 times to get upgradings for the job he does. So now he can be a foreman or a general foreman. So basically, he gets the information from basically the owners of the company. It's passed to him, and then he dispenses that information between the groups of workers, and then from there it goes down one more chain to the actual workers themselves. So he's pretty high up in the line. Saying, yeah, it's the position he's in is pretty good. And yeah, you're working as an electrical engineer right now? My new city, I need we'll go builder in the new city here. Yeah, it's like I've always seen my dad as somebody I look up to just because he's always had a good job, and I want to be in the position he's in, where he basically like oh, I want to go renovate this room here, or I want to do this here, or like, oh, hey, I want to go buy that, and he has the money to go do it, and it's not like a super financial expense to him. And then also growing up under him, he's taught me a lot about basically just not wasting money on pointless things. So it's always like having a plan of what I wanted to do, and I kind of really wanted to get into something like that. And I've thought about going and working for the unions and stuff, but something else I've also learned from him working in the unions, is a lot of the times he's spent it working in camps. So basically, you pack up whatever you need to go to this camp, mainly just some clothes. You go to the camp, you work for whatever period of time you're scheduled to work, and then you have to pack up all your stuff again and bring it back home until you go back, or basically for your weekends, you have to pack up all your stuff and bring it home. And then when you head back to work after your weekend, you get a new room, and you have to reset up in the new room. And like, I didn't really like the idea of having to do that, just because I like being able to be on my computer every night to work on animation and whatnot, or some drawings, or even just play some game. And he said it was not bad, but it felt a lot like you almost compared it to like being in a prison, except for you just get paid and you're allowed to leave anytime you want. But it's like, it's very tight restrictions working there. Yeah, the job he's working at right now, he actually found a job here in the city, so it's not camp work. So he's able to be home every night. And then, yeah, I think it's a little bit dangerous there and all that, just because he is working with electricity, but he seems to know a lot about what he's talking about. But I remember when he was working up at the where the big oil companies were and stuff, he said there's been a few times where, I think it's happened to him 3 times, where he's been working in a room with other people, and then the other people finish off the room that he's in when he goes to do and fill out paperwork. And he says, like, he's been in a room, and then 5-10 minutes after he leaves that room, the room has exploded because of some kind of like issue that's happened in the room due to like somebody else's or some kind of faulty work done by somebody at some point. And it's like, holy crap, that's like, you're in a room. You were in a room that's now no longer a room due to basically the dangers of what you're working in. Yeah, I know, it's like, holy crap. But yeah, I can definitely understand that's why he gets paid lots of money. And then another thing too, I remember him telling me a lot, is that the hours he has there, they're not just simple like 8-hour days. He has more like anywhere between 12 to 13-hour days. So he gets a lot more overtime, and the days are a lot longer. So he doesn't get a lot of free time, but he gets a lot more money. So that if he wants to, he can work a long period of time and then take like a long period of time off. So I remember there was one time where he worked 3 months and then he took 3 months off, and then he'd work 3 months and then take 3 months off, and then he was able to afford to take 3 months off and not go into financial debt or have to worry about needing money soon. Basically 3 months were up, and he's like, alright, I guess I should go back to work here now before things start getting tight. And yeah, that's definitely the sacrifice to make good money there. And I've been kind of wanting to do that, but I want to get into something I would enjoy doing. Like, I've done a bit of welding.
Writing is easy.
And welding's alright. I took some schooling for welding there. I could take some more schooling for welding, and I could go get a job in the union for that. I want to be 100% sure what I want to do here first, and like I've got kind of an idea what I want to do. Like, I kind of like the idea of trying to get an animation myself, just because that's actually something I do during my free time. I just like drawing, and I got the Game Maker Studio 2 program. And I've actually made a few animations in that. But if I wanted to, I could always like use welding as a fallback, just because I do have education in that, and it is good money. Just I'm currently not doing that right now, just because like the economy is pretty tough where I am, and like all the welding jobs are filled up, and I would have an apprenticeship position, so I'm not really in the position to get into welding right away. And yeah, animation is pretty cool. I always wanted to like make like the short little videos there and whatnot. I was kind of slightly inspired by the